something else. Hello, friends. When I don't even need my help. Happy Thursday. Y'all, we have made it to the end of another week. Go us. We're awesome. Yes, thank you. There we go. She got her own thing. That's why I love her. Independent chestnut checkerboard. Where y'all at? Okay. Trying to get this light right. Okay. Hey friends. Hello, hello, hello. Who's that? Hey guys. My friends on Facebook, please say hi as you come in so I can greet you properly. Remember that there is a long delay on Facebook, about 30 to 60 seconds. So when we are talking tonight, if it takes me a while to get to your questions or comments, give me just be patient with me. Hey, AP Jackson. Hey, Mark Joseph. All right, we're getting started in 4 minutes. AP Jackson, I feel like I haven't seen you all week. How have you been? Mark Joseph, haven't seen you in a while either. What's going on? It's the weekend's coming up, guys. Y'all got any fun plans? My friend, okay, I've got 5 people here on Facebook. AP Jackson's the only one who said hi. What's going on? Say hi, y'all. Don't be rude. Oh, okay. So, I gotta turn off my Pandora station. Oh, yeah, you've been good? Awesome. Open house is good for you, Mark Joseph. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was, so, before the show, I'll have Pandora on. Not loud enough for y'all to hear because I'm not trying to get no copyright claims. But, Cardi B and Megan's WAP just came on. Yeah. But I'm glad you're doing well, AP Jackson. I'm glad you're doing the open houses, Mark Joseph. How's that going with, all the precautions and things like that? We got about 3 minutes before we start. I want to say hi to my parents, hi to Joey, hi to my family and friends who are watching. We've got some fun stories today. If you guys are into Vans, the sneakers, we got an update on Nicki Minaj versus Tracy Chapman, and Kanye West is being sued. But yeah, we've got a pretty good docket tonight. I'm really excited about it. Plus, we are going to add an extra 7 minutes to tonight because I ended early last night due to an emergency. But yeah, we're gonna get all our questions in. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me that have been burning in your brain, tonight's the night to ask. Make sure that you share this out at 8:05 to your friends. So, how many of y'all have been watching P-Valley or Lovecraft Country? If you have been watching P-Valley or Lovecraft Country, give me a cat emoji for P-Valley and a heart emoji for Lovecraft Country. We're getting started in 1 minute. I have been watching the both of them. Hey, TB Moore, how you doing? Yeah, I've been watching the both of them, and they are enthralling. Not yet, AP Jackson. Ooh, girl, they are both so good. Lovecraft Country, I will say, if you are not a fan of gore, you may, want to take some precautions, but it's a very good story. So we're going to get started shortly. You love them both, TB Moore. Aren't they good? Listen, Uncle Clifford has room at my table anytime. Right? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. All right, it's 8:05, so we are getting started, okay? Let me hit record. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time watching and you don't know who I am, you're like, who's this lady on the internet? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like getting registered with the state, like your articles of incorporation, making sure you have EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have appropriate contracts. Hey, Kush Tours DC, helping you with basic brand protection strategies, hiring policies, all of those foundational things that you need to make your business legitimate and strong so you can hit these business streets with confidence. I help you do those things. If you're wondering why I'm qualified, I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 14 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas, and if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. And that is where I come in. So if you are in the startup phase of your business, or if you're thinking about starting a business and you need some help, I want to help you. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. At linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can also see the array of video trainings that I have, like my EIN training and my DUNS number training and my operating agreement training. You can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and my podcast. All of that is at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. So if you ever want to know how to find me, what I do, what's going on, hey, 76 Grimke, go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, okay? So that's enough about me. Let's get on to the show. For those who might be new, this is how it works. So I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you lovely people send me. Anything that I feel like has a lesson that we can learn as entrepreneurs, as business owners, and I bring them on here. We talk about the facts and we get our opinions and we kind of dissect, what can we pull from this? What have we learned from this? So that is what we are doing. All right. So we are getting started right away. First things first, I want to ask you guys, does anybody watching right now, do you currently, or have you ever owned a pair of Vans? Have you ever worn anything, manufactured by the Vans company? If you have, please give me a V in the actually no, give me that racing flag, that checkerboard flag that they put for Nipsey Hussle. If you have ever owned a pair of Vans, or if you currently do, give me that checkerboard flag, okay? Why am I asking you to give me that checkerboard flag? If you didn't know, Vans has a signature checkerboard look. Oh, 76 Grimk said no, they look uncomfortable. Okay. Well, the design of Vans' shoe is actually protected. They have a checkerboard a checkerboard design that is protected for their shoes, right? And they have expanded this checkerboard design to different types of clothing and footwear, right? Because they're saying that Vans, this is our design. Now, most recently, they applied for a trademark. Thank you, TB Moore. You wear Vans, okay. So most recently, Vans applied for a design trademark for these pants that they have designed that have checkerboard stripes going down the side. So just imagine a pair of, workout pants or whatever. And then, how if it's a pair of Nikes, they would have 3 stripes down the side. Instead of 3 stripes, they have a checkerboard design going down the sides of the pants, right? So they applied for a trademark to protect, or a patent, I should say, to protect the design of these pants, right? And they were going back and forth with the USPTO. The USPTO was like, look, I don't know if this design is distinctive enough to really protect it, particularly in the area of fashion. So Vans, they're still going back and forth with the USPTO. They're like, look, hey guys, when people see checkerboard, they think Vans. Come on, give us a shot. So the USPTO, they kind of gave in. They kind of gave Vans what they wanted. They approved their trademark, but they didn't put it on the official register of trademarks. They put it on something called the supplemental register. And the best way that I can describe the supplemental register, it's like the minor leagues of the trademarks. It's trademarks where the USPTO is like, look, we approve this, but we're not necessarily sure that it's that distinctive, but we're going to kind of keep it in the minor leagues here and see what they do with the brand and see if it can acquire more distinctiveness. So Vans's trademark or patent design for these checkerboard pants were put on the supplemental register, right? So small win for them. It wasn't necessarily what they wanted, but they didn't get a no. It is up to them to make the design distinctive. Except 10 days after this approval by the USPTO, in comes Nike, right? Now, we know Nike, they do footwear, they do clothing, they do sportswear, all that stuff. Nike filed opposition to the USPTO passing this trademark for Vans because they said, we have been selling clothing items and shoes with checkerboard designs on them since the 80s. Not only that, Calvin Klein, Levi's, Tommy Hilfiger, and Stella McCartney, as well as other designers, have used the checkerboard design in their clothing, right? So they are opposing even this kind of minor league approval of Vans's checkerboard pants. Not only are they opposing the trademark for the checkerboard pants, Vans has another application for socks with checkerboard on the bridge, so like the toe part. They have a trademark application pending for that, and Nike is opposing that as well. So I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this? Do you think that Vans is doing too much? Do you think that Nike is right in opposing them trying to trademark checkerboards in the realm of essentially fashion, because they're trying to trademark it for a design of pants? They have it for shoes, and Nike's argument is that Vans is creeping into more areas of, clothing and fashion, and they're pretty much going to box people out, right? Hi, Gina Smith Harris. So, what do you think about Vans is trying to trademark this checkerboard pattern? Is a checkerboard pattern a distinctive enough pattern to warrant intellectual property protection? When you see a checkerboard pattern on fashion, do you think of Vans immediately? 76 Grim K said, no, great idea expanding the brand, so you are on Vans' side. TB Moore said that she thinks Nike is right. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not usually on Nike's side, but I am in this case. Because for me, I don't think that the checkerboard pattern is a distinctive enough pattern to warrant intellectual property protection, right? Because when I see checkerboard patterns, I actually usually think of Louis Vuitton. Now, it's not necessarily black and white, but in my head, when I think black and white, when I think checkerboard, I think Louis Vuitton, right? Now, Vans has been able to secure intellectual property for this checkerboard pattern on different things like shoes. They can do it, on the tops of shoes and things. But I don't know if it's distinctive enough that it should be warranted for clothing. AP Jackson said only on shoes when I think of Vans. Right. I don't even associate Vans with clothing. So, while I don't fault them for, putting their money where their mouth is and trying to secure, intellectual property protections for their designs, I just don't think this is a case where it was warranted, and I'm behind Nike in this one. I think that the checkerboard design is too generic. But we will have to wait and see what the USPTO says, because Nike is opposing the applications. So let's take a little vote here. If you think that Vans is going to be able to move forward with this checkerboard pattern to get it protected, give me a thumbs up. If you think they're going to be able to keep their protections. If you think that Nike is going to get their trademark canceled, give me a thumbs down. So if you think Vans is going to be able to keep this trademark they got for the checkerboard pants, give me a thumbs up. If you think that Nike is going to get this trademark canceled, give me a thumbs down. And remember, they don't have a full trademark. They have something that's on the supplemental register, which is kind of like the minor league. So the USPTO is basically putting them there to kind of see if they can build the brand up. TB Moore said, I own Vans and none of my shoes have the checkerboard design. Okay, right. So we have to ask ourselves, is the checkerboard design, is that a distinctive of Vans? Right? But we will have to wait and see. Any opinions? Any thumbs up, thumbs down? Thumbs up if you think Vans is going to win. Thumbs down if you think Nike's going to win. Okay, because we're going to move on to our next story, which I think is super funny. It's an update. I'm going to wait like maybe 10 more seconds for my thumbs up or thumbs down. Some of y'all might be, okay, thank you, 76 Grimk. 76 Grimk thinks that Vans is going to be able to keep their trademark protection. Okay. So they own the checkerboard for 76 Grimk. TB Moore is giving me a thumbs down. Okay, TB Moore thinks that Nike is going to win. All right. So it's about half and half over on Instagram. That's cool. We will have to wait and see. And what y'all think over on Facebook. While y'all give me your answers, I'm going to move on to the next story, okay? Okay. So I don't forget if it was earlier this week or the end of last week when we talked about Nicki Minaj being sued by Tracy Chapman. Anybody here who watches regularly, do you remember when we talked about Nicki Minaj versus Tracy Chapman? I can't remember if it was earlier this week or end of last week. Anyway, if you were not here for that story, hello, Dontavius Young. If you were not here for that story, in 2018, Nicki came out with the Queen album, right? And on the Queen album, she told us that there was one song that did not make it onto the album because they could not clear the copyright. And it was last week, 76 Grimk. Okay, thank you. So, when she was doing her promo for the album, she was like, I love this album, but there was one song that I didn't get to put on there. It was a song that she did with Nas. It was called Sorry, and it sampled Tracy Chapman's Baby Can I Hold You. Now, Tracy Chapman is known to not want people to touch her music. She's like, my music is what it is. I'm not giving you no copyright. Don't ask me, no. But people experiment in the studio. So I guess they used the sample. They liked the song, but they couldn't clear the sample, so it didn't end up on the album. But it was reported that Nicki leaked the song to Funk Master Flex, who then played it on his syndicated radio show, one of the biggest radio shows in the country, if not the world. And Tracy Chapman is saying, excuse me, I told you not to touch my stuff. She's suing Nicki Minaj for copyright infringement. Now, Nicki is refusing to take any responsibility for this, and this is the update. So Nicki is saying that she never leaked the song to Funk Master Flex. She said that the day that she had said she was going to send it to Funk Master Flex, she had a change of heart and she didn't give it to him. She said that when she did find out that he had the recording, she warned him to only play what was on the official album, and he did it anyway. And she's saying that, it could possibly be Nas or any of the producers who leaked this song to Funk Master Flex, the song that Nicki was online begging her fans to find Tracy Chapman to clear the copyright for. So, I want to know from you guys. You are an astute group of people, and I give Nicki Minaj her props. She's an amazing entertainer. But do we believe Nicki's story? Do you believe that she did not leak this song to Funk Master Flex? Even though, Tracy Chapman had not cleared the copyright, do you think that, it's okay, Margaret, you can always go back and rewatch, all right? Do you think that Nas really, first of all, Nas ain't even on the internet like that, right? You gonna say Nas leaked the song to Funk Master Flex, or somebody else? Meanwhile, you were on Al Gore's internet everywhere begging Tracy Chapman to clear this because you wanted this song out there so bad. Open Arms Clinic said no, 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 no. TB Moore said she should sue her. She is being sued. Tracy Chapman, its people are suing Nicki Minaj for copyright infringement, and Nicki Minaj is trying to lay the blame anywhere but at her feet. 76 Grim K said no, get her, Tracy. But yeah, I don't believe Nicki. While I respect Nicki as an artist and she's a creative, I also think that Nicki, she can sometimes be a little reckless. She thinks that, she can do whatever she wants. And like I always tell you, nobody is above intellectual property law. Y'all's president ain't above intellectual property law. None of your artists. Nobody. Intellectual property law does not care who you are. Tracy Chapman doesn't want you touching her things, okay? So, the moral of this story is if you know that you're not going to get someone's permission to use something, don't touch it in the first place. But good luck to Nicki. I hope Tracy Chapman gets every dollar. Yes, y'all's president, TB Moore. I don't know who that man is. I did not vote for him. Y'all, also, sidebar, are y'all registered to vote? Please tell me that you guys are registered to vote. Election time is going to be here before you know it. September is literally next week, and the elections are in November. Look, our choices ain't great, but any choice is better than what we have now. So I need you guys to be registered to vote. I need you guys, however you vote, be it by mail, be it in person, however you vote. Please, 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 please do. Yes, Margaret Massey. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, thank you, TB Moore. We have got to go to the polls, people. All right? Look at how we're living. We need change. Please vote. How did I even get there? Anyway, before we move on to our next story, I want to remind you guys that thank you, AP Jackson. I'm glad that you are. Awesome 76 Grim K. Before we move on to our last story of the evening, and then we're going to move on to Q&A, and we're going to have a long Q&A section today because remember, I cut the show short yesterday. So y'all have a good amount of time to pick my brain, okay? Before we move on to the last story, I want to remind you that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business, or if you have a business idea and you're trying to get it out of your head and onto the streets, I'm your girl. I'm going to help you get all of those cornerstones in place so you can build a strong foundation for your business, be it getting your articles of incorporation, getting your EIN number, your DUNS number, making sure you have your contracts, operating agreements, NDAs, things like that, getting your hiring policies done, getting basic brand protection strategies in place, all those things. I want to help you get a strong foundation for your business. So go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and book your free 15-minute consultation today if you are a first-time client. Also, go check out all of the array of video trainings that I have, all right? Cool. Okay, moving on to our final story for the evening. Anybody? Okay, so I'm sure we all have heard of Kanye West here. Just as a quick check-in. Everybody know who Kanye West is? Just give me a K in the comments if you know who Kanye West is. And for those who might not know, Kanye West is a famous musician. He is also a fashion designer. And I guess soon to be reverend. I don't know what's going on, and a presidential hopeful, apparently. Anyway, if you, yeah, Stevie Moore. So how many of y'all who know Kanye West, do you guys remember when he was doing those Sunday services? And he would, I don't know, he'd be like out in a field somewhere, playing music. If you remember when Kanye was doing Sunday service, give me that emoji, the angel halo emoji. Thank you for the K's. If you remember when Kanye was doing Sunday service, give me that smiley face that has the halo or some type of angel emoji. Okay? All right. Now, Sunday service, while it was free to attend, I believe, Kanye did sell merch there. He was selling socks for like $200, I believe, and shirts and things, at exorbitant prices. And when he was selling those things, he used a particular payment system that he developed specifically for his brand. Thank you, Margaret Massey, for the angel. Now, this payment system, this e-commerce system, Kanye is being sued for it by a company called My Channel. This company, they are a video technology company, e-commerce, and they said that Kanye was supposed to invest $10 million into their company. Apparently they had some discussions in about June of 2018 that Kanye was going to invest $10 million into the company. In exchange, this company agreed to help Kanye, develop, agreed to do some work for Kanye on the back end of his fashion brand for Yeezy. They said they did about $7 million worth of work in 6 months, right? They were showing, Kanye, okay, this is how you do this is how you do that. And it was supposed to end in them, having a business relationship together. They said that Kanye basically just, thank you, TV Moore, that Kanye basically just changed his mind, and walked away from their deal, and gave them no reason. And then a few months later, he pops up doing Sunday service with a payment system that looks very much like the one that My Channel, had developed. Now, keep in mind, Kanye had signed a non-disclosure agreement with this company. And non-disclosure agreements, what do? They prevent you from using information that you have acquired during negotiations. That is the whole point of NDAs, is that, if we start talking, it's like, when you start talking to somebody and you're dating, and you're telling this person about your life, there's kind of this unspoken rule that you're not supposed to go, and blab all that person's not supposed to go and blab all your information out there. So they were like, Kanye, I thought we was talking, I thought we was building something, and then you dump me, and then you go put all my business in the street, and now you're profiting from my business. So My Channel is suing Kanye West for copyright infringement because he used the information he learned in from their programming system to build his own e-commerce system that he used at the Sunday service. Now, there has been no response from Kanye's team as of yet. TV Moore is not even waiting. TV Moore said to sue him. So, do you think My Channel has a valid reason to sue Kanye West? Do you think that Kanye West really just kind of went with them, saw what they were doing, and then changed his mind and stole their idea? Do you think that Kanye West is capable of that? Now, we know that he is many things, but do we think that he is, a liar? Do we think that he is a thief? Because that is what they are accusing him of. They are accusing him of stealing their intellectual property. Margaret Massey said yes. She thinks Kanye did it. Now, I also have to call into question Kanye's sanity. All right. Now, it has come to a head. TV Moore said, yes, y'all are not here for Kanye. Now, Kanye has been going off the rails for a while now. He has not officially been, categorized as mentally unfit, but What if it is found recently that he is mentally unfit and all of these, agreements that he did were invalid, right? So two reasons why I brought up this case. One, you need to have your non-disclosure agreements in place for times like this, so that if you share proprietary information, stuff that's supposed to stay a secret until y'all are in business together, that you have a right to go to court and say, this person went and told all my business in the street, I want to sue them for damages, right? And the second thing is, I want to give a quick lesson on contracts and the ability to be able to sign a contract. In order to be able to legally sign a contract, you have to be mentally fit, right? We know that Kanye suffers from bipolar disorder. That does not make you automatically mentally unfit. However, Kanye's behavior for a while has been very erratic and causing people concern. If you are in contract negotiations with someone, you need to make sure, Margaret Massey, the time limit on NDAs is when you say it is. Basically, it's when you say it is. Some of them are forever, some of them are for a limited amount of time. But yes, going back to contracts, if you are in contracts negotiation, you need to make sure that each party is mentally fit. You need to make sure that everybody is 18 or over. You need to make sure that everybody is sober and does not have a drinking or drug problem. You need to make sure that they are not mentally unfit, meaning have they, did they just get caught up on a 5150 and they're under a psychiatric hold? They are not able to sign a contract. They also cannot sign a contract under duress. So if y'all have been watching P-Valley, you know that there is a scene where someone is forced to sign a contract with a shotgun held to their face. That is not a valid contract. That is signing under duress. So when you are getting into contract negotiations with a person, you need to make sure that they are legally fit to sign that contract. That means that they are not impaired due to drugs or alcohol. They're not mentally unfit, and they are of age, and they're doing it of their own free will. All right. So, I hope that my channel is able to get this resolved. My only fear is that, I just feel like Kanye is going to be found mentally unfit in the not too distant future. His behavior is so erratic, and I feel like that's going to reflect on any lawsuits that are trying to be brought against him. But what do you guys think about that? Because Kanye is a wealthy man, so he can kind of skate by. But do we think that, now this was all taking place around, 2018. Around 2018, do we think that Kanye was, and we're just speculating, we don't know anything for real, but around 2018, do we think that Kanye was in a space to make these kind of decisions? Margaret Massey said he may win due to mental illness. I don't know. Well, I mean, he's not claiming mental illness. Kanye seems to think that he is perfectly normal. He's trying to run for president. He actually sued the state of Illinois because they would not recognize his bid to get on the ballot. Keep Kanye in your prayers, y'all. He needs it. All right. Yes, but we will have to wait to see what happens between Kanye and my channel. But those were the stories that I wanted to share with you. Remember, I am going to stay on for an extra about 7 minutes tonight, so we'll be on until about the latest 8:45. So we've got anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes for you guys to ask me anything that you want to ask about business formation, so articles of incorporation, things like that. TV Moore said yes, he was, and I'm sure he has attorneys to review and that is true as well, TV Moore, very true. Kanye has a very strong legal team, so we can't just put it all on Kanye. I'm sure he's not reading these contracts himself. That is very right. Yes, but as we're coming to a close, if you have any questions on the stories that we covered tonight about Vans' checkerboard design and Nike trying to oppose it, about Nicki saying that Nas leaked the Tracy Chapman sample song to Funk Flex and she didn't do it, about Kanye West and this My Channel story. Also, if you have questions from last night's stories, because we didn't get to do our usual Q&A for that, last night we talked about Apple going after Prepare in Canada. We talked about Arizona State University suing Facebook for the COVID party page. And we talked about Walmart's drive-in. Now's your time to ask your questions as well. Again, if you want to ask me about the business formation questions, DUNS numbers, contracts, NDAs, operating agreements, hiring policies, brand protection strategies, meaning trademarks, copyrights, and patents. If you have questions on those, this is your time to ask. If you want to set up a one-on-one coaching session with me, make sure you go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and click the book your one-on-one coaching session button. Please make sure that you are, hey Rick T737, please make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and the podcast, because I know that some of you can't necessarily make it to every episode, but I know y'all want this hot info, right? So if you are subscribed to the YouTube page and the podcast, you can watch the episodes or listen at your leisure, wherever you can. What else do I want to tell you guys about? That was what I had for you today. I want to thank you guys for, TB Moore asked, do you help with the process of book publishing? I do not help with book publishing. I do not. But there is a woman, she has a publishing company. I follow her on Instagram. I think her company is called 13th and Joan. So check them out on Instagram. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Any questions on articles of incorporation, meaning like how you register with the state? Do you know where to go to find the application to register your business with the state? Do you know how to find that? Do you know how to find the business licenses that you may need depending on the business that you open? Do you know how to get your sales tax license? All those things. EIN numbers. Do you know how to apply for an EIN number or a DUNS number? Did you know that it was free? Don't let somebody bamboozle you. There are people out here charging anywhere between $75 and $125 for EIN numbers. It's a free service provided by the IRS. You don't need to pay that much money. Okay. DUNS numbers. DUNS numbers are very important if you are trying to get products into big box stores, or if you are trying to build business credit. DUNS numbers are very important. What else? We know why contracts are important. If you don't put it on paper, it didn't happen. So these are the things that I can help you with. Now, if we don't have any questions, we can close out and we can all go have a good weekend, okay? So I'm going to give y'all one more minute to get any last questions in. If not, we will close out. We'll be back on Monday with more stories. I want to thank you guys for your participation, for your questions, for your interest. You guys make this worthwhile for me, and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy coming here to talk to you. You guys are like, you guys are my Insta fam, my Facebook fam. I like it. We've got our own little tribe here, and we get to, explore ideas, which I really like, and we learn. So I'm going to leave you guys here. I want you to have a happy and safe weekend. Make sure that you are social distancing, wear your masks, wash your hands. Don't go out if you don't have to, okay? Margaret Massey asks, are DUNS numbers tied to CBR? Margaret Massey, I'm not sure what you mean by CBR. Can you send me a message, private message me so we can discuss that? Thank you. Yes. Because I'm not sure what you mean by CBR, so I can't give you an answer right now. But I can definitely find the answer for you if you DM me. So that is where I'm going to leave you guys. Have a good... Oh, credit bureau. Yes. They are... Yes, credit bureau reports. Because your DUNS number, it basically starts opening a file for you. And whatever you're doing under your business with the DUNS number, so if you're paying your bills, your business bills through your business account, and you have your DUNS number attached to those accounts, it's keeping track of you paying your bills. It's also how they're going to, they're going to see how you pay. Do you have any debts? Have you taken out any loans for your business? And just like with your social security number and building your personal credit, they look at, how are you making payments on these things? They're looking at that for your DUNS number as well. Okay. So it's like your credit report for your business. Yeah. And if you want more information on DUNS numbers and business credit, check out the Instagram account Biz Credit Rocks. Okay. Biz Credit Rocks on Instagram. They will explain to you business credit from top to bottom. I went to a conference last year where they had one of their representatives and they gave an amazing presentation on it. So check out Biz Credit Rocks on Instagram. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. Okay, guys. So I think we are at the end. Thank you again. Have a good weekend. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. Bye, Joey. What else? Guys, we see what's going on in the news, and it can be a little overwhelming. So, if you're finding yourself overwhelmed by what's happening in the news, please remember to breathe. Try to find joy somewhere in your day, because it's easy to let the bad overtake the good. Take a moment out for yourself. Don't get bogged down with all of the negativity, because having joy in a time of strife is a revolutionary act. So I encourage you guys to find joy in your day, in your everyday lives. Okay. Bye. Good night, and have a good weekend. Bye.